Welcome to our channel Linux Love. I'll be starting a video series in which I'll be covering basic Linux command. There will be around 10 videos in which every video we will have 5 commands or so for explanation, and we will be building upon this, and we'll be going to scripting level. And for that I'll be touching upon today in my first part 1. We'll be touching upon 5 commands: ls, cp, mv, rm, and echo command. Okay, let's start with ls command. Ls is basically to list directory contents or to list the contents. This is very useful command and very handy. It is being every script or everywhere it is always there, because you need to know the what the files are inside the directory. So let's say this is ls. Basically I have made a test directory, so I'll move it to that. Okay, so this is ls, and I'll be discussing the most important options of this ls command. So there's a one option, ls minus f, which basically classifies the files, and which basically classifies the files based upon whether it's a directory or a file. Sometimes on a terminal which is don't have this color specific things configured on you are coming over SSH, then you will not find this color thing or enabled on your terminal basically. So there is a plain vanilla terminal. So here you can make out that which is directory, the thing which has been shown with a forward slash are directories, basically other as normal files. Okay, this comes very handy, that's why I'm covering this in very fast. Okay, there's a option called long listing, ls minus l. Okay, this is for long listing. For the newbies it will be surprising that what these fields are, so I'll be touching upon on this field. We'll be discussing in the detail when we as we go along. Okay, this is the first file. For a normal file, this first one is a dashed out, and second is user permissions, and then user permission rwx for 3 fields, and the next comes the group permissions, and the next there are the others for the whole world. Here it is user, basically the owner of the file, and group. Okay, and this is being shown as a file size. This is in bytes. Okay, and this is the modification date, last modification date, and the file name. Okay, here it comes for the D for the directory here, and L for the symlink, basically kind of a shortcut. Okay, okay, now I'll be covering another option, ls minus a, which is basically used to list all file types, which includes the hidden files. Dot. In Linux there's a concept that the file names starting with dot are dealt as hidden files. Okay, so I have made it as a sample, and for the long listing you can pass along both the options, ls minus al. So here you can find this hidden file as well. It is dot starting with dot hidden file. Okay, and the command is so frequently used that there are so many alias in the system. Alias is basically shorthand for a particular file. If you want to call ls minus cf, or then it is basically l call is that way. Okay, and ls minus a for attributes and all, ls minus lh for long listing and human readable format. Okay, this is one option. uh, Basically the files listed in long listing, the file size is shown in bytes, which is basically not human readable and human understandable easily. So we can pass an option ls minus lh, which gives the file size in human readable format. So here it is showing me that the file size is 4k. Okay, kilobytes. Fine, we were talking about alias, so this the command as ll is again aliased, and there is ls minus lh. ls is basically the vanilla command with color options. Okay, so these are most frequently used option for ls command. We'll move up to the cp command. Okay, so
I'll explain copy command here. Okay, copy command is basically it is syntax as cp copy, and then here comes the source, basically the file name and destination where you want to move this. Okay, so I'm moving this file name LLL to a directory to which I have just made here. So I have in my base directory there's a file called LLL. directory, directory 1, directory 2, and bulky file. Okay, so there are a lot of option in cp command. It has matured all the time, and now it is quite capable command. Okay, but I'll not suggest. I'll provide a tool, and you can refer my other video that you should use as alternative to cp with the stats. Okay, advanced copy command, which I refer. Now there are basically 4 to 5 important options, command line options, which are used as the A, dash A or minus A we call archive mode. Basically all the permissions are preserved. Say let's say ls minus al, if I do here, so you can read write permission for owner and read for group, and again read for others. Okay, so if I do cp minus a ll and then I move it to directory 2 3, let's say 3, and yeah, now I'll check here directory 3. Okay, so yeah, see the permissions all are preserved here, all things are preserved, everything is same, all attributes are preserved, modified time and all, everything is preserved here. Okay, second option is interactive. Basically, if the destination is already having file which you're trying to copy, and that might be some updated version, then better thing is to go interactive mode. So I'll just use it here for my explanation, and yeah, it is asking whether I should overwrite or I should correct. So I'll give you nothing great, so I'll just give you why. Yes. Okay, and other options is force. If I want to do override and forcefully, then I will not go interactive. Yeah, it is done, it is overwritten without asking me. And another option, basically guys, I am covering here the most important options are the which are used more frequently, and you have to come across, and I will build up more and will move to scripting lessons and all, and you will need all these options very handy. You should know basic this much so that I can take you along, and we can build up on this. So these are only 4 options I'm covering. My last one is the recursive mode. Okay, let's say if cp you want to copy a particular directory, let's say directory 2 to directory 3. Now yeah, omitting directory, because it's saying it's minus r is not specified, so to make it work for the directories, I have to supply the minus r option, which is nothing but a recursive. So it is recursively, it has done the directory copy in directory 2 again directory, and then making the content of directory 2 is copied in a directory 3. Okay, these are options. Other options are also there. They use vflag and interactive mode. If you are not sure about the destination, whether the file is there or not, you want to keep the file or so. Okay, this is for cp command. Let us take the mv command. MV command is basically move files or directories. So MV syntax is again like cp, and you have to give the source and destination to arguments. You can go verbose. V flag is for verbose, and let's say I'm moving. Basically, there is no rename command in Linux. Please remember, if rename is given, it may be a symlink to move command. So be careful. The rename is this only. You are moving a file means you're renaming a file. Okay, so here I'll rename this LLL file which I have in my current directory. I'll make it, let's say, OPLM, whatever. Okay, so now see, I've changed my file name. Okay, this is kind of rename. So it also comes with options like cp commands. It comes with interactive mode. Let us see that I am putting -iv and I'm saying what I've changed, and I'm changing it back to LLL. Yeah, it is interactive. It is, if something is there of that sort, then it will ask. Okay, let's first make me a file with the name of LLM also, LLL also. Okay, see, I'm touching a file here. Now, if I use the same command, okay, touch LLL, what see? Okay, LL is also there, so I have to make the file touch PLM. Okay, you can follow these. Okay, now both the files are there. See, let's first confirm both the files are there, and now what I'm doing is I'm basically replacing, renaming this file with this, and I'm using the interactive mode. So it will ask me, yeah, whether I should overwrite or not. But it is only applicable when there is a file with the name what you are using in your destination in that path or in the current directory or whatever you're moving, then it will ask for the override. Okay, so this is your interactive mode where it comes. And other thing is update. If the source file is newer than destination file, then only it will move, otherwise no. Okay, this update option is also there. It comes with the U option. You can try out. Normally you don't use it. For the time, for the rename, you rename full directory, and for that purpose these commands are used. Normally in system admin world, we take a backup copy, so we always use CP and just with the other directory or some name we work over there. Okay, so not to worry. And okay, I'll cover here again the big tool. What do you say? RM command, the most dangerous tool. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, RM is by default interactive. Okay, why? Because if you see, okay, my machine is not configured, but let us check again. If I say RM LLL, it is removed. Okay, dangerous. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, let me do it. On your system, if it is not there, then please make it like this. Make it like this, because it has saved lives. I have seen that it has saved lives. Okay, let me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, okay. I do have some files. Yeah, I don't have any files, so I'll touch again, and uh, again I'll use r minus I LLL. So yeah, it is again, it's remove regular, because it should come, it should work in interactive mode, because you're removing that file, and whatever you remove from the command line doesn't go in any recycle bin or anywhere. So this is the most dangerous thing what Linux offers. Using RM command is very dangerous tool, guys. Uh, for system admin and working on the system configuration files, please avoid this dangerous tool. And most of the time, system admin doesn't allow you to use RM command. It removes this command from the sudo users or whatever the user you are using, because it is quite dangerous. Sometimes the very funny bees use that some kind of command, that's rm minus rv, and now the three options come here: recursive, verbose, and force. And if I put this, my full system will go up. If I'm admin, I'm root, and newbies always work as a root. Echo is a small but powerful tool. Basically, it is one of the uh, pocket tool for system admins. It is used widely, and you know, system admins need their brain how they utilize it. It can be used in so many ways. Basically, for the beginners, echo is whatever. Echo is normal in normal world, whatever you say, and it is reflected back. That is called echo. So echo here carry the same meaning. You give something as an input to the echo, it comes back as an output. but the scene changes and the importance changes when the variables in shell scripting or some commands plays a role. So that I'll be covering in my further videos in detail. But as of now, let's see what the small tool can do. It also accepts some options as other commands do. Let's say I have to move some content. Let's hello, yeah, and to make some contents like hello, how are you, and I have to push them in a particular file. Let's say hello.txt. It's done. What echo command has done, it has echoed something and that has been redirected to some file. If I remove this particular syntax, the redirection, it will print input to my standard out, which is my terminal as now. So it will print hi, hello, how are you here. So it also takes some options and it becomes more smart when you feed it with minus e option. Now it can do some great things. Let's say I want to do a form feed here. The older guys will understand what is form feed. In earlier printer, dot matrix printer, there was a button that form feed, basically little bit cap to so that the paper can be holded by the roller and the other mechanism what it has. Nowadays it's not required because the full trace goes up and it is in the brackets everywhere in the back side, so it can access. But in earlier printer it has to be pulled up by the mechanism which roller rotates, or it has the feeding paper feeding mechanism. So that is some information apart. Okay, now what has done, it has form feed. Basically one line it has moved again. So I can also do something. Let's say I'll make it a vertical tab everywhere, and now see. Okay, so you can use echo to make different patterns utilizing, you see, you try to do something like that and make a full sentence using these all options. And if you want to put a let's say horizontal tab, put an option here, so it will come. So you can use all these options and make something, write your name on some style or something terminal. That will be great learning. So as of now, for echo, you understand this, it's a tool which can be used to write to the files, to append into the files. So you need not to open that particular file, you can append, okay, on the at the end of it. Let's say that I'll show you here only, because these are the things which normally a system admin would come across, and they will be doing that. So I written hello, hi, and yeah, I'm writing I'm fine, okay, and to which file I'm writing is my hello file, hello.txt. Now see my syntax. Now my syntax is that I'm appending this time. I'm not redirecting. This is append. Basically, I'm appending to the file. Okay. So if I put that and I check, okay, I'll be covering this command cat and all every that. Okay. See now what I have appended. I am fine below the hello. How are you? So you can do a lot of things. Variable thing I'll not be covering up because it is the mashup all my strategy that I'll be building upon, very basic, and I'll be taking you to the shell scripting. That's the promise. Okay, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share my channel videos if you like. It is going to be very simple and everyone can understand. So the channel name is Linux Love. So it is Love to Linux. That's why I'm here, to make you understand much better. Thank you.